Sawadee Cat, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bangkokian 1967 and this is a vlog about my favourite games of last year and a little update about the Bangkok shutdown. Let's go on to the games of the year first. These are for the PlayStation 3, Wii U, Vita and 3DS. I didn't really have any, I can't think of any 360 games that really popped out for last year. So there won't be any 360 games on this list. Hopefully there'll be some Xbox One games this time next year, if I'm still around. Anyway, let's go on to the first game. And it is Beyond Two Souls. This got 50% good, 50% terrible reviews, but I really like this game. I've played all of David Cage's games all the way back to what, 1990, some late 90s, when he had Omicron, that futuristic sci-fi game which had David Bowie starring, and even had a song from David Bowie in there as well. And then he came out with Fahrenheit, and then what, Hard Rain, and then he's got this one, this Beyond Two Souls, and I loved it. I bought it. I bought the collector's edition, this huge box, and it came with a lovely steel cover here. And it's brilliant. I loved the game. Played it, finished it in 2 days. I was playing it all the time until I finished it. I loved it. It's an amazing game. I can see why some people don't like it, but I had a blast with it, and I really enjoyed it. My second game is the Last of Us. Again, I got it in a lovely little steel case as well. And have you noticed something? Have you noticed a similarity there? Ah, yes, I think Ellen Page was right when she said that there's something iffy going on here, you know? But yeah, I love The Last of Us. Again, I'm a big Naughty Dog fan. I had Crash Bandicoot and all the Uncharted. Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2 was even better than the first one. Yeah, Uncharted 3 didn't reach the peaks of Uncharted 1 or 2, but the third in the series is often not that best. Anyway, loved this game, and I hope they don't make a sequel, because that would ruin it. Loved it. Okay, what's next? Dragon's Crown, PlayStation 3. Brilliant game by Capcom. Yeah, there were accusations of sexism, and yeah, all the female models are a bit dodgy, but the gameplay is brilliant. It's just like all the Final Fights and all the great Capcom side-scrolling beat-em-ups of yore, updated with brilliant cartoon quality graphics. I love this game. I just wish that there'd been a cross-buy for the PlayStation 3 and the Vita. So they don't, you have to buy one or the other, and they're both full prices, so I got the PlayStation 3 version. But I loved this game. It is brilliant. That's another one. And next, Puppeteer for the PlayStation 3. Oh, again, another fantastic, brilliant game. I do like my platformers, and this is one of the very best on the PS3. The gameplay is just fantastic, and all the puppet mechanics, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and it is hilarious, and it's got one of the best translations of the year. All the intros, all the artwork, the voice work, amazingly well done. It was developed in Japan, and they did a fantastic English translation. If you see this, get it. It really is a great game. What next? Oh, again, I've been fans. This is Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. This is by, is it Level 5? Yeah, Level 5 game, one of my favourite developers. All the way back to Dark Cloud 1 and 2. And they also did, what did they do? Jeanne d'Arc on the PSP, which to me is better than any Fire Emblem game. That is my standard in tactical RPG games. It's amazing. And this is amazingly great. I never really got into the whole Pokemon style of games. This is a bit similar, and now I sort of get Pokemon now because of this game. And it's just, again, it's a brilliant game. I am gushing here over all these games. I love all these games that I've got these on my list. Brilliant game, and again, loved it. And again, it's a Japanese game, but the translation is just second to none. It's got the best Welsh character ever in games. Again, if you see this, get it. And then finally on the PlayStation 3, of course, everyone's going to include this, Grand Theft Auto 5. I never really liked all the old Grand Theft Autos, apart from Vice City. I like that one because I grew up watching Miami Vice. But I just hated all the navigation. It's so hard to find your way around the city. But the graphics in this game are so good that you can navigate just by looking at the landmarks in the city. And I love the fact that they got 3 different characters, and that really helps, gives it a lot of variety. I've never tried playing it online yet, because Thailand here, the lag's pretty crap, and especially for console games. But the single player game is brilliant, and I finally finished it the other week. Loved it. Alright, on to the Wii U games. Now this is, I've only got 3 in the boxes here, because I've started downloading them as well now. Because I got Mario Galaxy, Super Mario World. I downloaded that when it first came out. Because often they're cheaper to download. Because when you buy them in Thailand, they're imported. Because the Wii U's not very big here, so you're paying quite a hefty markup for the games. So I've stopped buying the box games here because you're paying like a third on the price, and that's just no way. Anyway, these are the 3 games box that I've got from last year. First one is Pikmin 3. I had Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 on the GameCube. Loved them, really loved them. And I even bought the remastered version on the Wii of Pikmin 2. And yeah, Pikmin 3 is, I love it. Not played multiplayer yet, but I love it on the Wii U. I like the fact that you can play it on the pad alone, or you can use it with the Wiimote and the nunchuck. And yeah, the Wiimote and the nunchuck controls are really, really good. And that's the best way to play it. It really is. But if the kids are watching the TV, I just get on the gamepad and play it like that. And it's okay. But when you play it on a big screen, And people who say that Wii U's not got good graphics, so have a look at this game and that'll prove you wrong. Right, what next? Wonderful 101. Again, this has got good reviews and bad reviews. I personally love it. Everyone says, oh, the touchscreen controls don't work. What you have to do is you have to, don't panic when you're drawing the controls. If you just take your time, I find it perfectly responsive, and I love, it's like playing Power Rangers, the game, but actually a good Power Rangers game, which has never been. And my son David, he loves it because he's a huge Power Rangers fan, and when he sees me playing this, he's got to play it as well. Really is a great game, and I hope they bring out a sequel because I loved playing this game. It is excellent. Okay. Finally, on the Wii U, Lego City Undercover. This is an awesome game as well. I must have spent 20 hours easy on this game. And the problem with Grand Theft Auto 5 is that it's very, very R-rated. And the kids, it's the one game you cannot play in front of the kids. Not purely because of the violence, but it's all the effing and blinding as well. It's really, really extreme in that game. So this is the kid-friendly version of GTA 5, and again, the gameplay is hilarious. There must be loads and loads of different movie send-ups in this. Shawshank is probably my favourite one. The way this ripped off the homage to Shawshank Redemption, brilliant this game. It is a very well written game, and there's a Lego movie coming out in 2 weeks' time, and I'm taking my kid to see it. It's going to be great. Anyway, Lego City Undercover, top-notch game. Finally, let's get on to the start of 3DS. Okay, started 3DS, Vita, okay. Yeah, one of my games of the year this year is a Vita game, and it is Tearaway. Now, I never really liked Media Molecule's previous games, the Little Big Planets. I thought they were a bit, I don't know, up their own arse, you know, and the actual gameplay wasn't that good, you know. But this game, again, I love my platformers, and this is a damn good platform game. And the way it uses the back with the rear touchscreen, the camera, and the touchscreen at the front, in conjunction with both thumbsticks, pretty much every button and every function is done by this game, and it is amazingly good, amazingly good. Right, and finally, it has to be Zelda Between Worlds. Huge Zelda fan, and this is the best game since Link to the Past. I've completed Links to the Past on SNES 2 or 3 times when it came out, and this is, when I got this again, I've started downloading all the 3DS games, not because they're more expensive, they're not, they're pretty much the same price US dollar wise, but it's great to have like all these games. I've got all these games on the SD card, you know, and it is very nice to have all these cards, because they're portable. You want to have loads and loads of games on it and not have to bother with swapping out cartridges when you're on the go, you know, and that's why I do like downloading 3DS titles. Okay, anyway, those are my favourite games of the year. Let's talk about the shutdown in Bangkok, shall we? Oh, excuse me, it's a bit warm. Although it was chilly this morning, it was 18 degrees Celsius when I woke up, which is pretty cold for Bangkok. Sweat. Anyway, the shutdown's been going on for what, 10 days now. It started last week on the 13th of January. My office was closed, and also the kids' school. Pretty much all the schools in Bangkok were closed last week, and yeah, so last week was not easy, having the kids at home and having to work as well, because we couldn't take them anywhere. The wife couldn't take them anywhere because no one knew what was going on, and it was hard to get around, we thought. So they stayed at home, and they were bored to tears. But they started back at school, and my office opened last Monday, and so they're back at school, I'm back at work. And the shutdown, it's there's very little cars in Bangkok, so actually getting around is okay as long as you're not going very far and you're not going past one of the shutdown sites, because Asok, Chitlam, Ratchabasong, Lad Prao, they're all those intersections are all closed, but there's a lot less people there. I was walking past Asok at the Asok interchange, and before there were thousands of people last week, now there's maybe 100 or so. It does get busier at night, I've been told, but I don't really go out at night, especially not now. There was a state of emergency called late last night, which came into effect at midnight. So in theory, they could have curfews and banning of meetings of more than 5 people and all that stuff. So things could be getting interesting soon, unfortunately. I can't see any resolution to this which ends peacefully, I'm afraid. It's a very frustrating time. It really is. It really is. Anyway, that's about all for me. It's my first video in ages. With the shutdown, I don't really know what to do. It's all been a bit, what's happening here, what's happening next. No one really knows what's going on. So hopefully I'll start doing some more videos after this one. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.